This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
So today is Motorist Consideration Monday. I mean, I'm glad that we have this day. I wish it was every day because, look, I love this city. I will say, you can at me if you like, Toronto is a city of many things. It's not a city of great drivers.
No.
It's not.
No. And look, we obviously have gridlock. We have lots of things that are very frustrating. The infrastructure is not in place. Transit system, like we could go on and on and on. But it doesn't really excuse some of the behavior on the roads. And on this day where we can actually put it out there, why don't we ask you, what do you wish people were more considerate of on the roads?
I love this text coming in at 981 from Andy. Andy says, regarding driving frustrations, can this be a PSA to everyone that you're meant to use your indicator/signal at roundabouts? Feels like people are going into them like they're in Mario Kart.
Oh, wow.
Oh, can I tell you something? Because we don't have many roundabouts here. Anytime I hit them, I'm always like, what do we do here again?
I always feel so like insecure when I get there. Like suddenly I don't know how to drive.
And I was today years old when I learned you're supposed to use your indicator at the roundabouts. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Same. Did not know that.
Now I know. Thank you, Andy. I will do that.
That's not just consideration. That's like, oh, I guess they should have taught us that. Or maybe I learned it and I forgot.
My UK cousins would be wagging their finger at me right now, being like, how did you not know that?
Yeah, come on. It's obvious. Ashley from Etobicoke saying when people stick in the passing lane, even when they aren't actively passing any other cars, you know that, right?
Oh,
you're on the
yeah.
highway. You're in the left lane. You're not passing anyone. Get out of the left lane.
Yeah.
Just get out.
Yeah, that one is super annoying. This text coming in from Charmaine, who says, turn off your indicator if not using it. Yeah, it seems obvious. I mean, I think when you see that happen, it's usually people who don't realize it's still on. Maybe the music's up really loud. They're not hearing the click, click,
Yes,
click, click.
yes.
But it's confusing because you think they're going to make a lane change.
And inconsiderate on this Motorist Consideration Day. So we want to hear from you at 981-981, getting a lot of texts. And in fact, we just talked about something that neither of us knew.
Yeah.
In a roundabout scenario, you're supposed to signal as you're going through the roundabout.
I didn't know that.
I did not know that. And we're getting a text saying, hi guys, how do you indicate that you're continuing straight in a circle? You're going straight ahead in a circle in the roundabout.
So I think it's funny when they write it like that, it sounds confusing. But I think what the original person was saying is when you're making your like exit off the roundabout, you're meant to like indicate left. Like, okay, I'm in the roundabout, I'm going straight, but as soon as you're about to get out, let people know
which way you're going.
Yeah, so the left indicator generally, because you're usually going right around a roundabout.
I can't say I've done this, so I can't even speak from experience. And I feel like I'd just be confusing people. I just start hitting it left and right.
Oh, no, okay, no.
I'm going straight.
Stay off the roundabout.
Left and right.
What is the thing you wish motorists were more considerate about? Let's go to Jim in Scarborough.
The merge lanes. Merging into traffic.
Yeah, there you are. You're signaling. They know you're coming, and then they don't let you in. Like, you're going to hit a concrete barrier.
Exactly. And if people learn that if you merge one and one and just kept going back, traffic would move a lot smoother.
Yeah, I believe that's called the zipper method, right?
Yes.
The only problem with it works in theory, but all it takes is one person who's not considerate to not let it go 1, and then the whole thing's messed up.
Why don't we, on this day where you're supposed to be considerate to other motorists, maybe be considerate? I like this text because it happens all the time. Driving in my blind spot on the highway, either move up or go back. I can't tell you how many times I see this, especially beside trucks, like big tractor trailers. You do not want to be in their blind spot.
Mm-hmm. I'm always so aware of it. If I'm in someone's blind spot, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta, either speed up or slow down, right? Don't dawdle there.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
No matter what time you wake up in the morning, you know that when you get in the shower and the water hits your face for the
best
first
part of the
time,
day?
it's the best part because it's going to wake you up and then you're ready to take on the day, right?
Hot shower.
Yes, you look forward to that shower. I did not get a shower this morning.
Come on. I was going to say.
No. Seriously, though?
It's a little stanky in here.
No, don't say that. I'm actually.
So you're telling me the last time you showered was yesterday morning at like 4
Ew,
a.m.?
Don't remind me.
It's been 24 hours and counting?
Oh my goodness.
And you generally perspire during the show?
Am I like, do I smell okay right now? Seriously, though.
No, you have initially I thought you were glowing. I just thought it was a motherly glow, but now I realize it's just general filth.
No, it's makeup. I still put on makeup.
Okay.
I didn't shower, and it's not because I didn't want to. I just couldn't. I went to go turn on the water this morning, and it wasn't working. There's no water in my home.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. We actually have this system in place. It's supposed to actually help us and prevent flooding in the house. So anytime it detects a leak, it will actually automatically shut off the water in your house.
Oh, that's a good system. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, the house isn't flooded, but I don't have any water to take a shower.
This is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You avoid a flood, but you're filthy.
And I don't know how to troubleshoot it. So I don't know what's worse, a flooded house or a filthy co-host.
I would say probably flooded house. So it's the lesser of two evils. That means you couldn't even wash your face. You couldn't even you have a cup of water. So
Well,
you're not hydrated inside or out.
I was a little bit worried about not even being able to brush my teeth, but I did have.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Don't worry about that part. I had a cup of water from the night before, so I used that to spit out and use that to brush my teeth.
Oh man, it's like triage. It's like I have this one cup of water. I can either A, use it to wash my face, B, use it to brush my teeth, or C, use it as a mini shower.
Yeah.
And you chose teeth.
I chose teeth, and whatever was left over, just a little splash onto my face because I wanted to wash my face a bit. So you have to be a good friend and you have to tell me if it's bad, if it's really bad. I put on deodorant, I put on all the things.
Right.
A lot of perfume.
Okay.
Try to disguise whatever might be going on. And I just don't feel awake.
You did this shower that we used to do after gym class in grade 9 and 10. We would just spray ourselves with cool water.
Yes.
Because you have
You're
to get
young
to next
and-
class and you didn't want to stink.
And you just think that nobody can smell you, but now you just know better.
You're you smell like sweat and aqua de Gio.
Also, on my drive in this morning, I don't know if this is a sign or something, I saw not one, but 2 skunks.
Oh, wow. And the skunks were like, you stink.
And the skunks were like, what's wrong with you?
They're I am Pepe Le Pew and I don't like you.
That was a sign from the universe. They
Oh,
were like,
dear.
Stinky
Okay.
Pooja.
Well, listen, we filmed some stuff on cameras here. People can see you're about 4 feet away from me, which is probably, I'd like about another 4 feet of distance. But
I'm wafting my scent over to you.
Stop wafting.
Oh, sorry.
All I remember from grade 11 chemistry.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Pooja and Gurdeep Show presents What Day Is It? On 98.1 CHFI.
It's National Dog Day.
Wow, this is the most excited you've ever sounded for National Dog Day. This is normally a day I love.
I know. Look, I'm the only one in this room. Producer Steph, producer Chris, and you. You all have your furry friends.
Shout out
your
Ozzy,
family members.
Coda, and Coffee. They listen to the show.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Of course they do. Hey, Coughs. Coughs, it's short for them. But I do not have a dog. And I will say that when I had kids, they were obsessed with talking about dogs. Everything was about dogs. They call them Dodo.
Dodo,
right?
yes.
They're like, Dodo this, Dodo that. They love dodos. But then we'd go to the park and be around actual dodos. And then, no. They were so scared. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to pet the dog, because you don't want to irritate the dog either.
You got to be gentle. Coincidentally, you're also around a dodo in here 5 days a week.
I call you Dodo. That's your
It's
nickname.
true.
So there's also that. So I was at a friend's house over the weekend, and they have a dog named Debo. And Bodhi.
Debo from Friday, yes.
Yes. And Bodhi was obsessed with her and was for the first time not afraid of a dog.
Because I've brought Coffee to your place, and the kids are fascinated, but they also keep their distance. They're a little afraid.
Yeah, they go close and then they run back.
Yeah.
But this time, Bodhi was throwing the ball and the little toys, and it was a whole thing. So I was like, okay, I think we're one step closer to maybe getting a dog because he was so happy.
Hold on, you would actually get a dog?
Well,
I'm
just
so shocked.
Seeing the joy on his face was enough for me to go, oh, maybe we should get a dog.
I'm team dog. You'll love it. You'll fall in love with the dog. It's also good for the children's emotional development and responsibility and all the things.
Oh, yes. I know all the benefits. It's just that, I don't want to be the one who has to take care of the dog on top of already taking care of everything else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a lot. And by the way, the dog you were with, Debo.
Yes.
Fun fact.
This is the best story
This
ever.
is the craziest story. It's the dog of the guy who built your house, and that dog is Coffee's sister, actual blood sister.
Sister. This is where I was like, what? We found out that you guys both went to the same breeder.
Yeah.
When you got Coffee, he got Depot.
So I went first. I was the first one there, and Coffee had a brother and a sister, and I swear it was like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So I went and which one do you want? And I'm like, they're all so adorable. How do I pick, right? And the first dog came up to me and was really rambunctious, was nipping at me and jumping up at me. And then the second dog came out and was really shy and was hiding behind the person's leg and didn't really want to come to me. And then Coffee came out, and I put out my hand, and she was kind of cautiously optimistic. She smelt it. And then she stepped into my hand and then let me pick her up. And
She's
I was like,
it's Dodo.
yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is the one. This is how I just picked. And that was Coffee. And Debo was one of the other ones.
So which one do you think Debo was? The one that was rambunctious or the one that was
You
shy?
tell me, you just saw Debo. What's the personality
Pretty
check?
rambunctious.
So Debo was the first one.
Yeah. So I met Coffee's sister, and now I'm inspired to get a dog.
I would be so happy if you got a dog. Your life will change in all of the best ways.
Like I'm going to only get the same breed that you have.
We can talk to, actually,
I'm
you know
just
what?
saying, because it worked out perfectly.
Put a pin in that conversation. We're going to talk more about dog breeds and the most popular dog breeds in Canada coming up in like 20 minutes. I've got
Okay.
that for you in the Daily Devil.
Aw, Dodo.
Dodo.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So it happened again last night.
What? What happened?
So I was in an Uber. I was going to dinner, and this probably happens every couple of weeks. I always make a little chit chat with the driver. How's it going? How's your day? I sensed he wasn't like that into talking, so I'm like, all right, pull out my phone, start. And then as we're pulling out of my condo, he's like, I guess he looked at the name on the phone. He's like, oh, Gurdeep. Punjabi. Punjabi bolda.
Oh.
And Punjabi bolda means you speak Punjabi.
Uh-oh.
And I usually go into the whole spiel of like, I understand a little bit, but like I don't really speak it that well because I was raised by an English-speaking nanny. And instead of going into the whole explanation, it's like, because this happens like honestly once every couple of weeks. This happens.
I was a young boy raised
Yeah.
by an English-speaking nanny.
And I just didn't feel like going into the whole thing. So this time he goes, oh, Punjabi bolde? And I go, no.
Oh my gosh.
I just said no, because it's true. I don't. Like, it'd be a lie to say I speak it. I understand it a bit.
I lie all the time. I
Yeah.
tell people I'm fluent in everything.
No, but
and
I know
I'm not.
you do. That got us in trouble before. But
Yeah.
then inevitably, if I said yes, or if I said the few words in Punjabi that I can speak, then he would start breaking into a conversation in Punjabi, and I would immediately disappoint him. And literally, this was his reaction. So he goes, Punjabi bolda? You speak Punjabi? No. He goes, oh my God, no.
Oh, he did a face palm?
Palm on the forehead. It was like he just found out his kid did not get into the college of their choice.
Oh no, he was so disappointed.
He was so disappointed, and the rest of the drive was silent.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's so.
Which I was fine with because I was tired. I didn't feel like talking anyway. But I just
did he
felt
give you like 1 star?
oh, I didn't check. I gave him 5. I always give everybody 5.
Yeah. Well.
Unless it's a really bad trip. But like, it's like I can't. It's hard to describe the feeling of
Okay,
like
but-
how disappointed you feel in yourself in that moment.
You know that you're lying because I know you, and I know that you grew up, with a very diverse group of friends, and I know you've probably learned several words in other languages.
They're not.
They're all the bad ones.
Yeah, they're not
all
any words.
the bad ones.
They're good.
So you probably do know some.
I know some, but again, it's not the kind of. I would have done an even further disservice if I started busting out the words I do know.
Yeah, but-
he probably would have opened the door and booted me out.
But at least he would have had a good laugh. He'd be like, "No, I only know these words," and then he would have been like, "Oh, okay, that's funny."
yeah, you think that would have been good for my star
No,
rating?
okay, maybe
Yeah,
not. You know what
okay.
I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a line. I'm just going to give you a line.
Oh, really? I'm learning. This is like the blind leading the blind. I've heard your Punjabi is not much better than mine.
No, it's not. But like, if we just come up with a line where you could be like, I only speak a little bit, or it's broken, or something like, you don't want to hear me speak Punjabi because it's that bad.
Okay.
Like, say it like that. At least you'll get a little chuckle, and then they won't bother with the rest.
Okay, sure. What's the line?
Oh, I don't know it yet. I got to figure it out.
Oh, well, what? Didn't you think she had something? We all thought she had something.
Something like, मैं पंजाबी नहीं बोलता, लेकिन थोड़ी बहुत बोलता है.
So that means I don't speak Punjabi, but I speak a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so I usually say, मैं थोड़ी समझ आए. Like, I understand it a little bit.
Right.
But so I usually do say something, but I just didn't
just went with no.
Yesterday, I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't have my pizzazz yesterday. It was 6 p.m. It's late.
And you're a disappointment, Gurdeep.
I'm a huge disappointment.
from CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It's lottery day, and I think I'm not alone in this. We've all dreamt of winning the lottery, have we not?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but do you actually know anybody who's won the lottery?
Not through like Kevin Bacon, 6 Degrees of Separation, but I was today years old when I learned, producer Chris Fish, you know someone who's won the lottery?
I know someone that's won the lottery, the big $5 million jackpot.
Holy
5 million?
smoke. Oh, I thought you were going to be like, oh yeah, there's somebody won like $200,000. 5 million.
No, it was a pretty big deal. I remember it was my mom's friend. I remember my mom's friend calling us and saying she hit the big jackpot. I believe it was Lotto 649. Shout out Lotto 649.
Wow.
So it can happen. It can happen.
Wow.
5 mil, and that's tax free when you win the Canadian lottery.
That's right. I know you love saying that fact. I do. And it is true.
Makes
It
a
is
difference.
true.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many follow-up questions because like we immediately assume that, once you are that much richer, your life changes, right? For the better, you hope. Is that what happened with your family friend?
Yeah, for the most part. So, just a quick backstory. She lives up north. She actually spends all her time living, like her house is a cottage. It was a very beautiful, hand-built log cabin that her and her late husband lived in. But what they did when they won the lottery was they built another cottage around their original cottage.
Ooh.
And so now their original cottage became the kitchen to their new cottage. So
Oh my goodness. What? It's the kitchen?
The whole cottage is now just the kitchen.
And
oh
it was
my.
pretty big to begin with.
Did they like retire when they won 5 schmil?
They were pretty close to retirement. If I'm not mistaken, she was running a pretty popular bakery actually in Muskoka, in the Muskoka area. So I believe she was doing that when she won and shortly retired.
So she kept the cake. Now she just built another cake around the cake. That original cake is just the kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
And you know, people might say that sounds familiar. She was on one of those like cottage renovation shows. Her story was made into one of those. So it's on TV. If you Google it, I'm sure you'll find it.
Now, $5 million is a lot of money, but I imagine like that's probably like run out now, right? After you've done the big reno.
What rough time frame did she win this in?
So I'd say this was maybe 15 years ago. So, but you know, she lives at a cottage. I believe she, grows a lot of the food she eats. Like what I'm trying to say is she doesn't have a lot of big spend. She's not spending.
She's probably mortgage free.
Also, and if you manage that $5 million well, if you were smart with it, it shouldn't be run out by now, right? And if you put a lot of it in like a GIC or some
invested
kind of
some of it,
saving, absolutely.
Hopefully.
That's fantastic.
I just remember around Christmas time or my mom's birthday being like I wonder what you're going to get for Christmas this year. Like once one of her best friends hit the lottery,
right?
Because that it went from a gift card to a spa day, which is lovely in itself, but got upgraded to those really fancy French crock pots or one of those KitchenAid mixers. So
shout out.
The gifts definitely got.
I like hearing that because sometimes it's like like somebody wins a lottery and they're like, nope, they're cheap.
Okay, this is right. You don't want that. 2 degrees of separation. Now we know someone who won the lottery through 2 degrees of separation.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Shout out to all of you listening because you actually have a big impact, I think, on us on this show. We ask you questions, we ask you for advice, and we take what you say very seriously, so much so that you're the influencers. I feel like you're the influencer. In order to influence, you have to actually get people to do something, right?
Well, we do interact with a lot of people. We get tons of texts on the text line at 981-981, and a lot of people call into the show. We try to get to as many as we possibly can. Yeah,
and you may also not know this, Gurdeep, but you also influence me. Like you say something.
Oh, no, I knew that.
You do? Okay. Oh, yeah. And then you did it, so then now I have to do it.
My words are weighty.
So the people told us to do this. You did it, so then I decided to do it.
I know what you're talking about.
What is it?
You washed, rinsed, and repeated.
Yes.
Oh, that's why your hair looks so good
today.
Doesn't
it look so good?
It does.
I gotta say, it's a game changer. It really is. Like somebody said it changed their life and we all laughed. And then you tried it and you're like, no, I see it. I see it now too. You can't tell me that it changed your life and then I'm not going to try it.
Right. It definitely changed my day.
Oh, okay.
It definitely changed my whole day. Your hair just feels so different. The second wash with the shampoo in there is completely different than the first wash. Because the first wash is just getting out like the gunk and the oil and if you use any product in your hair. The second wash, it's all just so smooth and silky when you're in there.
It's foamy and airy and I feel like I can conquer the world. I really do think it was life-changing.
You look like you just stepped out of a Pantene commercial. Also,
right?
Did you just get a haircut?
Oh, come on. You know what? I had to tell you I got a haircut. You did not notice.
It's true because your hair is 24 inches and when you cut off an inch, it's hard for us to notice.
I got layers. Come on now. But anyway, all that to say, I did it. You did it. I did it. This was on the advice of all of you who are listening who apparently do this all the time. It was news to us.
We were in the minority. We were shocked that all of you follow the instructions on your shampoo bottle. You've all been wash, rinsing, and I even told my mom on the way. I call my mom every morning on the drive home after work. And I asked her, I go, there's a wash, rinse, repeat thing. She's like, yeah, you don't wash, rinse, repeat. I'm like, you too, Mom?
You're like, you're the one who taught me, I guess, or you weren't listening or you didn't pay attention. Yeah. When was the last time your mom gave you a bath?
Oddly recent. No, I'm just kidding.
That's a story for another day.
Very offside.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Pooja and Gurdeep Show presents What Day Is It? On 98.1 CHFI.
It's another one of those days that feels like it should probably just be every day, or at least 1 day a week. It's National Thoughtful Day.
Oh, nice. Where people are thoughtful of others?
Yeah, absolutely. And it got me thinking about one of the most thoughtful and kind of touching things someone has done for me. I've told you this story before, but way back in 2006, I was a fourth-year student at McMaster University. I was the sports editor of the school newspaper, and I convinced the student union to write up a proposal for them to send me out to the East Coast to cover the Women's National Basketball Championship. Oh. So, you have to get the flight covered and the hotel and all that stuff. It was a big deal.
And they agreed to it?
They agreed to it. So I'm out there as a 22-year-old. I flew to, the tournament was in Moncton, but I had to fly into Fredericton. Late one night is when I flew, and I got in like at 11 p.m. So the plan was, and you keep in mind, the internet wasn't as good back then as it is now, right? So I booked what I thought was a hotel very close to the Fredericton airport. So my plan was, you get in late, spend the night at the hotel, come back to the airport the next day, and then get a rental car to drive to Moncton where the tournament was happening.
Okay.
Had it all planned out, all good. So I'm at the baggage carousel in Fredericton, and I realize that the hotel I booked is not close to the airport. It's actually a 45-minute drive.
No.
And so now I'm on a payphone
What?
calling my
How
man.
long ago was this?
Yes, 2006, and I didn't want to use my cell phone from there because back then it was like long distance charges.
Right.
So I get on a payphone to call my newspaper editor to tell her, listen, I made a mistake. It's 45 minutes away. Can I get an extension of the budget because I'm going to have to get a taxi to the hotel and then taxi all the way back in the morning. So I'm stressed out because they already extended themselves to grant me this trip to cover the tournament. And it's a small airport. It's Fredericton. And there's a guy, I guess, who's waiting at baggage carousel who was on my flight who was overhearing all of this. So as I'm on the phone, I feel the tap on my shoulder. And I'm going, yeah, I'm using the phone, man. Hold on, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of just give him the hand like, yeah, I'm on the phone. I keep going. I feel another tap on my shoulder. So now I cover the phone. I go, yeah, I'm on the phone. I'll be done in just a minute. He goes, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I heard you mention your sort of conundrum, and heard you mention the hotel you're at. He goes, I actually live not too far from the hotel. If you like, I could drop you off on my way home.
Oh, no.
And I go,
Sorry, right away I'm like,
yeah.
He's
and
trying
right
to scam me. What's he going to take?
And I look him up and down. He's a Caucasian gentleman, probably in his mid-30s. I'm 22 at the time. He's got a suit on, wedding ring on. Meanwhile, I'm wearing like a tracksuit. I got a backwards hat, brown-skinned kid, 22.
Funny, you look exactly the same right now.
I think I still had...
20 years later.
I had an earring still at that point. And I'm thinking, I could get murdered, or this guy could drop me to the hotel and I could save the student union a little bit of money. I'm like, that's a gamble I'm willing to take. So I told my editor, I go, never mind, I only need to cover the taxi tomorrow on the way back. And I jumped in the car with the guy, nicest guy.
You got in the car with him?
Got in the car with him at 11 p.m. He lives in Fredericton. He goes to Toronto every week for work and flies back. Gave me the lay of the land, was the nicest guy, dropped me off at the hotel, no issues.
When did he pitch you on like giving up a kidney? When did that happen?
And I woke up in a bathtub full of ice. But like, come on, man. I feel like this would not happen in Toronto. Just eavesdrop in a conversation and insert yourself into the situation to do something so thoughtful.
He was just being kind, just being like, let me help a guy out?
East Coast, man, it hits different. Nicest people in the world, East Coast Canadians.
Of course.
The next day, okay, so now I'm I'm in Fredericton and I've got to get 2 months. I'm at the airport. I'm in Fredericton at the hotel, and I'm trying to go to the airport to get the rental car to drive to Moncton. It's about a 45-minute drive. And because I booked the wrong hotel, it was 45 minutes away from the airport. But I'm like, okay, I'll have to pay for this cab one way because he brought me, the kind gentleman took me from the airport to the hotel. So as I'm checking out of the hotel, I'm like, hey, do you guys mind calling me a cab? I've got to get to the airport to pick up my rental car. And just like the day before, I feel a tap on my shoulder.
No.
And
don't tell me it was the same guy.
Like, it wasn't the same guy. But again, me being the Torontonian who's like a bit, like, gotta go. I feel someone, I'm kind of like, I've got the window. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm almost done. And they're like, no. They're like, I heard you say you're calling a cab to go to the airport to pick up your rental car. They're like, I don't know what company you book with, but they're like, a lot of the rental car companies will actually come pick you up complimentary, so you don't have to waste your money on a cab.
What?
And I was like, then my whole disposition softened, and I was like, oh, you're just doing me a solid. You're not eavesdropping and snickering at me and going, oh, sucker. Like, you're going out of your way to help me. Sure enough, I go, don't call the taxi. I called the rental car company. They're like, yep, we'll send a car to pick you up, no charge. So it would have been a huge extra expense to the student budget. I was there covering a women's basketball tournament both ways, but two separate East Coasters went out of their way to help me out and save me that expense.
I think what I'm learning here is East Coasters are like the best humans ever. They're just so kind, and we all could learn something from them, right? I think that's one. And two,
honestly,
they really like to eavesdrop on conversations. That's the other thing that I'm taking from your stories.
It's for the best possible reason. Okay, so those are my thoughtful stories. Has anyone ever done anything extremely thoughtful for you?
I think I probably will trump all of the stories with not one, but two surrogates help bring my babies into the world. So probably the most thoughtful thing anybody's ever done for me is what they've done for me.
Mic drop. Were they East Coasters?
Yes. Were they overhearing a conversation?
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
It's stories like this that make me happy I'm not partnered up, because this is something spicy. It's a real story. A guy gave a key to his new home with him and his wife. He gave the one spare key to his mom.
Okay.
Without asking his wife, without telling his wife. He just gave the spare key to his mom.
So there was no discussion. It was just like, my mom's getting the key.
My mom has the key.
Right.
Hey, by the way, I gave my mom the spare key to our home.
And this is how you're going to find out. One day you're going to come home and she's already going to be there before
Yeah.
you even got there.
Feet up.
Unannounced.
Chilling.
Yes.
I mean, you tell me, you're married.
Okay, so like my husband is a mama's boy, and I actually love mama's boys. I think it's just such a beautiful relationship. I love that, boys who respect their moms and have a close relationship. I think that it translates into the relationship. So I love this, but I think there's obviously boundaries and parameters that need to be put in place when you're giving someone a key. Like there's got to be a discussion about like, so mom, you're only going to come over for emergencies, or if you are going to come by, because of course my house is your house, you're welcome anytime. Just make sure you call before you come or something.
This isn't a 90s sitcom. Like, this isn't Seinfeld or Friends, where like you're just swinging through the unlocked door and like hanging out all day and somehow having breakfast together before work. How do they have time
It's
for
not
this?
Everybody loves Raymond, right? It's not
Yeah.
that kind of situation. So I feel like this is one of those things. It's also just respect for your partner. Don't you ask first if it's okay?
And look, the thing is, like, assuming this is a good, healthy relationship, if you had just asked your partner first, hey, we got this spare key, my mom lives closest, do you mind if we give it to mom? Like, then your partner feels consulted. They'll probably say yes anyways, maybe with a caveat or two, but then it feels like they were in on the decision making. I think it's the whole act of pulling the wool over someone's eyes or trying to pull a fast one on someone, that even if you don't mind the result, you're not happy with how you got there, so
True.
you're gonna get your back up.
I think this is also very telling. She wrote, and she took to Reddit to talk about this. She said, his mom is nice, but she's very involved.
Oh.
She's the type to rearrange our kitchen because she thinks it's the better way. So it's not even just that, okay, maybe mom might show up every now and then. It's like mom might show up, do the laundry, go through your drawers.
And then
like,
all your cutlery's in a different
things.
drawer. Okay, that's a lot. And by the way, this guy dug himself in even deeper. He responded by saying that his partner was dramatic and that she was overreacting and controlling by getting upset about this.
She's controlling?
Allegedly.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, come on, man. You've already made a mistake. You can't, you're doubling down with this?
Needless to say, there are 400 comments, and most of the comments are not in his favor.
No, and one of them is kind of to the point you made. This one person said, look, I would tell him that his mother is not allowed to use the keys except in an emergency or if she's specifically asked to use it. If she uses it for any other reason, she loses key privileges. The same rule would apply to anyone who would get the spare key.
I still can't picture like my husband telling his mom, you will lose your key privileges without getting a smack across the head.
That might be a bridge too far.
Yeah, maybe I don't know that you can say that to your mom, but
Yeah.
this is where complex, relationships, like there's all these like areas where it can get very difficult with relationships. This is why you have to be careful how you navigate this. If you were the partner and this happened to you, how would you handle it?
Let's go to Michelle in Toronto. What do you think?
This would be really easy for me. When he's at work, I'd change the locks.
But then that means he wouldn't be able to get in either.
It's okay. When he gets home, then he'll get a key.
Yes, then he'll get his key privileges back. I love that, Michelle.
Oh my God.
Exactly. And if he does it again, they'll change again.
Oh,
Straight to the points.
I
Michelle.
love it. I wish I had Michelle's guts. Thank you so much for sharing.
Okay, take care, guys.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
one. Bye-bye. Don't cross Michelle.
No,
She ain't
don't.
messing around.
No, we're getting a text to 981-981 saying, regarding the house key, throw the whole husband away.
What?
If he hasn't discussed something as simple as a house key with his wife, what else has he not discussed with her?
Oh, so they're saying it's a red flag. It's like a warning sign that there's going to
Yes.
be more issues of the like. Okay, all right. Vernon and Markham, what do you think about this, bud?
It wouldn't bother me at all, but it would drive my wife insane.
Why is that?
Well, I think for me, it's just, I'm a mama's boy anyway, so my mom comes over, she rearranges my drawers. Hey, the drawers are rearranged. For her, I think it's a little more intrusive.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But and I think she sees it as trust. I see it as, hey, we're a partnership. If her mom is my mom is her mom. So,
Right.
But she doesn't know. I mean, I think it's just kind of a different philosophy.
So, Vernon, if you were going to do this, though, would you run it by your partner first to be like, hey, I'm giving the spare key to mom, or would you just give the spare key to mom without telling her?
I would probably just give it to mom without telling her because it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask permission.
Vernon, is this story about you? Vernon, thanks for the call, buddy.
Absolutely it is. I know she'll say no. If I know she would say no, it's better not to ask.
Totally.
That's true.
Vernon, thanks for the call, buddy. Appreciate you.
No worries.
Take care. So Vernon is a forgiveness over permission guy. And D from Toronto, texting in at 981-981, agrees, says, hey, I don't think this is a problem. I would want my mom to have a key too. She shouldn't be upset about it.
You might as well just give your mom a key while you're at it. That you don't even have to tell him, apparently. Sade in Richmond Hill saying, I would divorce him so he can live with his mom.
Okay. And how about this text coming in from Lauren and Vaughn saying, red flag, ! Husband is choosing mother over wife, definitely on her side. Husband needs to learn boundaries. Maybe they're newly married, ? That's the only reasonable explanation to me.
Okay. You know what you could also do? You could slip the key off of mom's keychain, go make a spare key, show up at her house and rearrange her kitchen.
Wow.
And see how she likes it.
Passive aggressive much?
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
We got 2 stories you need to know, Pooj. What do you have?
Okay, so there's a new men's fashion trend that you will likely see with all the celebs. Athletes are doing it as well. And dare I say, Gurdeep, you're already doing this.
Oh, I'm avant-garde. I'm ahead of trend. What am I doing?
Maybe you don't even know
Backwards
that it's on
hat.
trend. No, that's not it.
It's sports jerseys.
Nope.
Athletic gear in non-athletic places.
No.
Okay, well, I'm out of
We
guesses.
should talk about that.
Yeah.
So say goodbye to the fanny pack and say hello to the oversized
Merce.
men's bag.
Yes, I got it right here. My Merce.
You've had one for years. So just think large duffel bag or a large over-the-shoulder bag.
How about a garbage bag?
No, that won't work.
Okay.
No. It almost looks like a purse, but the opening sometimes hangs lower. But it also could be a tote bag. It could be a casual sling bag.
Hasn't this been a thing for a while?
Well, it's that they're carrying them now everywhere they go. So, and the
Okay.
bag has to be big. That's the trend. You're going to see it with athletes when they're arriving for games. We already saw this with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He was seen sporting a Louis Vuitton duffel bag. This was ahead of an NBA game. Travis Kelce arrived with a designer Weekender bag. Actor Pedro Pascal, he was seen with a very large messenger bag. I'm just saying a bunch of different names for bags.
Yeah.
It's just a large bag. The point is that men are no longer relying on knapsacks or fanny packs or briefcases
Right.
as their accessories. This kind of looks like the way women use purses to accessorize and match their outfits. Like it goes with the outfit
Okay.
as well. And I would just say with all fashion trends, it does usually take a while to get to the masses. It's a good thing you're already doing it,
I've been
Gurdeep.
doing this for years. Hey, listen, if it's good enough for Pedro Pascal, it is good enough for me. I like that.
What do you got?
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here for a second. I know
no.
you're married now, but have you ever dated a coworker? Go.
No.
Oh wow, you didn't really hesitate. I
No.
was hoping you'd get awkward and turn red and be like, but yeah.
What about you?
I have gone on dates with people I work with, not here at Rogers in our previous workplace. I
And?
did go on date, kept it low. No, I never really got past a first or second date. But I ask you this because pretty scintillating new research that's out from Mount Royal University in Alberta. I think this is high, perhaps, but I've never had a real job, so I don't know. It found that 1 in 3 Canadian employees have dated a colleague, so 33%
Wow.
are, yeah.
Is this like past data or is this like present?
This is present. This is fresh. It's still hot. The percentage is even higher for young workers. So employees between the ages of 18 to 34, it's 41%. So 4 in 10
Interesting.
have dated each other.
I mean, it makes sense. You see them every day. They know more about your life than anybody else. Like, of course, that's like, if it's going to happen, it can happen in the workplace.
It does make sense. Similar numbers in the US and the UK. Here's the thing. It could get murky, right? If there's a power imbalance, if it's like a supervisor,
Yes.
an employee, or a boss, and issues like favoritism. It can be cheeky or fun to have a secret relationship at work, but lots of workplaces actually make you disclose this in Canada. You have to disclose it.
And it can be frowned upon. This
That's
is true.
Despite that, another interesting stat, nearly half of Canadian employees in workplace relationships choose to keep them secret.
Can you blame them?
Which means, that's why I'm not going to tell you about. Never mind.
Whoa, wait a minute.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
from 98.1 CHFI.
If your child is a 18. If they just finished grade 12, they might be going away to college or university. And it is a real emotional weekend.
I have so many friends who are going through this right now. And yes, there's that feeling of like letting go, knowing that you did everything you can to raise them right, and now trusting in your parenting that they're going to go spread their wings and, be ready for the world.
All the analogies always come back to the bird for this one, right?
Yes.
Spread their wings, leaving the nest, go off and fly.
They were in a cocoon and now they're the butterfly, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it all comes back to that. It's so funny. This is happening for me. My nephew, my eldest nephew, Ashoka, he's going to Laurier. He's moving this Sunday to Laurier. I'm so excited for him. I feel it for my sister-in-law, Dana, and my brother and the grandparents are all feeling it too. But I want to shout him out because I'm really proud of him. He's awesome. I told you, he's like an old school kid, right? Like he's into rock music. He went to Dublin with my brother and his wife to go see Oasis a couple of weekends ago. My younger two nephews are more like sort of that generation, but he feels like an old soul. And he's been practicing the drums a lot for the last couple of years, and he quietly started a band with his high school friends.
What?
They played at the high school talent show recently. I'm like, that takes guts. You got up in front of the whole school and played. And then I see on his Instagram, he didn't even tell me, he played an actual gig last night at a bar in Etobicoke. That's their first actual employed gig.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And he didn't invite you?
He did invite me.
You're the Funko.
No, he did invite me, but they took the stage at 10 p.m. last night.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't make it, but I asked them to send me videos. And so they do a lot of covers. It's like old school, like rock, like grunge, like rock and roll. So I'm just going to play a little clip. This was them doing a Nirvana cover last night from his band, which is called Headline. You recognize that song from Nirvana?
Oh, yeah. Just the right amount of angry.
Just the right amount of angry.
Just a little sprinkle of it. And the guy on drums
That's Ashoka.
stole the show.
Oh, you knew he was the drummer.
You told me
I
that.
just told you that. Did I say that? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, I
part.
just gave you my review.
Yeah.
The guy on drums, very impressive.
So proud of him. So mixing in some happy emotions with what's going to be some bittersweet emotions, we'll call it this weekend, if your kid is also moving.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Pooja and Gurdeep Show presents What Day Is It? On 98.1 CHFI.
Okay, so it's Emoji Day, and we're going to try a new game here. So we've got a cup here, a CHFI cup, that's got a bunch of emojis on pieces of paper. We don't know what they are. We're going to draw these, and we're going to have to try and guess what emoji that is.
Okay.
So I've got the cup here, bunch of emojis in it.
Okay.
Ladies first, you go ahead and pick. You can show Chris too. I won't look.
Okay.
All right, so I got to try and guess the emoji.
No.
By the sound
Okay.
you make.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Oh, do it again. Oh, is it the guy that's the googly eyes and his tongue's like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the zany face.
Yes.
Apparently,
I didn't know what it was called. But
Didn't
yeah,
know that's
the
what it
one.
was called. Oh, wow.
Fantastic. Oh, good job.
Okay.
You're gonna be good at this because you're so expressive. I'm worried about me.
Okay. No, you'll be good. You'll be good at this. You can do it. Just put your back into it, and you'll be fine.
Okay. This is the easy one, actually.
Oh, that's the kissy emoji.
Yes.
Is that what it's called? What's it called officially?
Kissing.
Kissing. The
Kissing.
kissing.
There we
Oh,
go.
very
Camera.
nice.
Yeah.
I love that you closed your eyes when you did it too.
That's how you kiss. Well, you keep your eyes open. You
I mean,
weirdo.
I don't know. You're doing an impression. I didn't think you'd be so into it. Oh, this one's going to be hard. Okay. All right, ready?
I think so. Oh, it's the melting face emoji.
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
Yes! That's what it looks like.
That's fantastic. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
actually got what it's called
Wow,
too.
I'm surprisingly good at this game.
You're so expressive. You are literally a human emoji. So I think this is your game.
Okay.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
I think this might be our first wrong.
You can't laugh before you start.
How am I going to do this one? Let's see. How would this make?
What is that? Oh, is that when you're kind of like oopsies and then it's like all teeth? It's like, it's all, like you're nervous.
Okay, I think you got
That
the right
kind of
one.
thing?
Yes, it's the grimacing or the cringe face emoji. Wow, I
Yes.
can't believe we got that.
Yeah. I mean, it also sounded like you may have had a burrito last night.
I was
I'm
like,
not
I
sure.
thought you were going to say constipated emoji because that's what I realized it sounded like. Should we quit while we're ahead or should we keep going? Let's quit while we're ahead.
All right.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So if you're interested in the art of influencing, there's now a course you can take.
Wow.
The University of Guelph Humber now offering a course called Influencer Marketing and What Comes Next. It's a 4th-year course. It was designed for the Media and Communication Studies program. Now, previously, there was no course centered around influencer marketing or influencer relations or sort of that creator economy. And one of the communications instructor was teaching social media strategies, and so many students were interested. They kept asking, like, what is a content creator? How can I become one? How do I work with brands? Like those kind of questions. So she came up with this course, and this is what they do. So what are they learning exactly? The work includes everything from short and long-term planning of social media posts, organizing photo and video shoots, acting as an art director on those shoots, editing the visuals, writing captions, coordinating with corporate sponsors, all while sort of cultivating this personal brand. And for many students, they're saying this is a welcome addition because they want to be able to maybe choose their own hours, their own career, work for themselves. And even if they do work for a company, maybe they're doing the social media for the company, they don't want to learn on the job. They want to know all these things going into it. Other universities, colleges are doing the same thing. George Brown College, they have a 2-year program that's dedicated to influencer marketing. And in Quebec, some of the publicly funded colleges, they've developed courses for influencers as well. So this is like the future. When you heard that kid saying, I want to be a YouTuber or I want to be an influencer when I grow up, and everybody laughed, no, now you can go to school for it.
There's a lot of money in it if you're doing it right. Although there's a lot of people also doing it not well and not making money off it. But if you can do it well, man, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Okay, so you may have heard that the Backstreet Boys recently extended their Vegas residency at the Sphere, right?
Yes.
They added a bunch of shows that now take their residency into late February.
Which I'm seriously thinking about going
Me
to.
too.
I want to
Do
go.
you want to go together?
Could we? Who's going to do the show?
Oh, true. Well,
We'll just play Backstreet Boys in our absence.
we'll take this off. Well,
Okay.
Fine. We may have a better understanding of why they've extended it. Any guesses as to how much money they are making per show?
I read the headline, so I
Okay,
know.
well then don't guess. According to TMC, they are grossing $4 million per night, per show.
Wow.
So BSB, to get into some of the money here, they paid $7 to $8 million, a one-time fee for all the cool graphics that are in the screen at the Sphere, which is a big part of the show. It's like the 6th member. The Sphere has about 17,000 tickets per show. They're selling out, but the real money makers are people who are paying the serious moolah for VIP tickets, platinum tickets, travel packages, meet and greets, the whole deal. Those ones cost a lot. I thought this was interesting. A Sphere insider said that an act can make as much with one show at the Sphere as they can with one show at a large stadium.
Oh, wow.
So 17,000 versus like 50, 60, 70,000. You're making the same money despite 1/3 the people.
Okay, that 6th member. Cute.
I mean, he's kind of round.
He's a Sphere.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, let's talk about going.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
from 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Friday going into a long weekend, and we got 2 stories you need to know.
So Dua Lipa is coming to Toronto, kicking off her North American tour. This is on September 1st and 2nd. And as a special treat, she's also opening up a pop-up. This is ahead of the concerts, and that includes right here in Toronto. It's happening this weekend, okay? So she's coming 1st and 2nd, but the pop-up is happening this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. They're called Radical Optimism Pop-Up Stores, the name of her tour. And it's presented by American Express. So if you are an American Express Platinum card holder, you get special perks at these pop-ups. And it's open from 11 to 6, both on Saturday and Sunday. So this is what you're going to get when you go to these pop-ups. You'll have this immersive retail experience with exclusive merch, unique photo opportunities, and a refreshment station where they're going to serve one of Dua's favorite drinks. Do you remember her drink that went
what
viral?
Was it, like pickles and Coca-Cola or something?
Jalapeno pickle cola. You know her so well.
I mean, Dua Lipa, hamana.
Yeah, you know the way to her heart. The pop-up is located at 58 Berkeley Street. That's at Transmission Studios. You can go to dualipa.com/pop-up for more information.
Hello, dualipa.com is my homepage.
And that, of course it is, that concert's going to be amazing.
Oh, God, I would love to go to that. Okay, here's what I've got. So you know the Olympics take place in Italy in February, right? So hockey's going to be a part of that. And Team Canada held their orientation camp in Calgary this week. So like all the best players who are going to be on the team and some hopefuls for the team all got together, not so much to be on the ice, but more sort of bond and build some team chemistry.
That's nice.
So as part of that, they also had to talk to the media, including Mitch Marner, who spoke. Haven't heard from him in a bit, of course, the longtime Maple Leaf who left us this summer to sign with Las Vegas. Some fans feeling scorned by that, but in an interview, he kind of confirmed some things that I and many other normal Leaf fans assumed, that one of the reasons he left is that a faction of the unhinged part of the Leafs fan base made his life not fun anymore and really untenable while he was here. So
no.
He said that, so the Leafs got eliminated by Florida in May, right? Well, some fan went ahead and posted Marner's address, home address, online. So for the 2 weeks after the Leafs got eliminated by the Panthers, he had to hire full-time security to be outside his home because he lives with his wife and his newborn son.
Oh, no.
And now he was diplomatic about it. He said, quote, "This market's very passionate. I know it. I was born and raised here. I've been a part of Leafs Nation for a long time. But when your family safety comes into question, especially when you have a new son, I don't think it's acceptable." End quote. So imagine you're Marner, right? The season's over and you're now deciding whether you want to stay or go. And if you take him at face value that he truly didn't know at that time what he was going to do, and then this happens, does this not tip the scales for, pardon me, I'm getting the hell out of Dodge?
Yeah.
Like I'm leaving, I'm taking my child and my wife, and I'm
Not
going to
cool.
Vegas. He said he's looking forward to a peaceful chapter in Las Vegas.
Interesting. Okay, a little more insight.
And I'll leave it on this thought. As is the case in life, most people are good people. Most Leaf fans are good fans. All it takes is a few idiots to ruin it for everyone.
That's true.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.